From translation, TLB the Living Bible. This 200th day of the year. Today we are reading passages, Proverbs 19-21, Proverbs chapter 19, verses 1 to 29. Better a poor man who is honest than a rich man who is a liar. Enthusiasm without knowledge is no good. Haste makes mistakes. People ruin their lives by their own foolishness and then are angry at the Lord. Wealth makes many friends. Poverty drives them all away. A false witness will not go unpunished, nor will a liar escape. Many seek favors from a ruler. Everyone is the friend of a man who gives gifts. When a man's father is poor and has no friends, his relatives leave him alone. To acquire wisdom is to love oneself. People who cherish understanding will prosper. A false witness will not go unpunished. A liar shall perish. Luxury is not fitting for a fool, much less for a slave to rule over princes. A wise man is calm and shows good sense, but a fool makes his anger known. The king's anger is like the roar of a lion, but his favor is like dew on the grass. A foolish son is his father's ruin, and a nagging wife is like a constant dripping. A man may get a rich inheritance from his father, but only the Lord can give him a sensible wife. Lazy people sleep soundly, but idleness leaves them hungry. Keep the commandments and keep your life. Despising them leads to death. When you help the poor, you are lending to the Lord, and he pays wonderful interest on your loan. Discipline your son in his early years while there is hope. If you don't, you will ruin his life. A hot-tempered man must pay the penalty. If you rescue him once, you will have to do it again. Get all the advice and instruction you can, and be wise the rest of your life. You can make many plans, but the Lord's purpose will prevail. Loyalty makes a man attractive, and it is better to be poor than a liar. Reverence for God gives life, confidence, and protection. The lazy man buries his hand in the dish. He won't even bring it back to his mouth. If you punish a mocker, the simple-minded learn a lesson. If you instruct the wise, they will be all the wiser. A son who mistreats his father or mother is a public disgrace. If you stop listening to instruction, my child, you will turn your back on knowledge. A corrupt witness mocks justice. The mouth of the wicked gulps down evil. Punishment is ready for the mockers, and the backs of fools are made to be beaten. Proverbs chapter 20, verses 1 to 30. Wine and whiskey make men loud and boisterous. They are never the friends of a wise man. The king's fury is like the roar of a lion. His anger is like a storm. Any man can get along with a clear conscience and character, but it is hard to live with a man who is always talking. A farmer too lazy to plant in the spring has nothing to harvest in the fall. The purposes of a man's mind are deep waters, but a man of understanding draws them out. Many a man claims to be unfailingly loving, but a faithful man who can find. A righteous man leads a blameless life. Blessed are his children after him. When a king sits on his throne to judge, he scatters all evil with his eyes. Who can say, I have cleansed my heart, I am pure and free from sin? The Lord hates double standards of every kind. Even a child is known by his actions, by whether his conduct is pure and right. Ears to hear and eyes to see, both are gifts from the Lord. If you love sleep, you will end in poverty. Stay awake, work hard, and there will be plenty to eat. It's no good, says the buyer, then off he goes and boasts about his purchase. Wise speech is rarer and more valuable than gold and rubies. Don't agree to guarantee another person's debt or put up security for someone else. Bread gained by fraud is sweet to a man, but afterward his mouth will be full of gravel. Plans succeed through good counsel. Don't go to war without the advice of others. A gossip goes around telling secrets, so don't hang around with chatterers. If you curse your father or mother, your light will be snuffed out in darkness. An inheritance claimed too soon will not be blessed at the end. Don't say, I will get even for this wrong. Rely on the Lord and he will help you. The Lord hates cheating in the marketplace. He loves it when honesty rules. A man's steps are directed by the Lord. How then can anyone understand his own way? It is dangerous to make a rash vow to God before counting the cost. A wise king separates the wicked from the good and threshes them under the wheel. The Lord sees everything you do. Wherever you go, he is watching. Unfailing love and faithfulness protect the king. His throne is upheld by love. The glory of young men is their strength. The gray hair of experience is the splendor of the old. Physical punishment cleanses away evil. Such discipline purifies the heart. Proverbs chapter 21, verses 1 to 31. The king's heart is like a stream of water directed by the Lord. He turns it wherever he pleases. People may think they are doing right, but the Lord examines the heart. Doing what is right and fair is more important to the Lord than sacrifice. The proud, cheating man, with his arrogance and wide, sweeping words, is a sinful plough, from which wickedness harvests an abundant crop. The plans of the diligent lead surely to advantage, but everyone who is hasty comes surely to poverty. Getting treasures by a lying tongue is the fleeting fantasy of those who seek death. The violence of the wicked sweeps them away, because they refuse to act with justice. The way of the guilty is crooked, but the conduct of the pure is upright. Better to live on the corner of a roof than share a house with a nagging wife. The wicked man craves evil, his neighbor gets no mercy from him. When a mocker is punished, the simple-minded learn a lesson. When a wise man is instructed, he gets knowledge. The righteous one observes the house of the wicked, he brings the wicked down to ruin. If you refuse to hear the cry of the poor, your own cry for help will not be heard. A secret gift calms anger, a bribe under the table pacifies fury. Justice is a joy to the godly, but it is a terror to evildoers. A man who strays from the path of understanding comes to rest in the company of the dead. He who loves pleasure will become poor, whoever loves wine and oil will never be rich. The wicked become a ransom for the righteous, and the treacherous for the upright. Better to live in a desert than with a nagging, complaining wife. Wise people live in wealth and luxury, but stupid people spend their money as fast as they get it. Whoever pursues godliness and unfailing love will find life, godliness, and honor. A wise man attacks the city of the mighty and pulls down the stronghold in which they trust. Those who guard their lips preserve their lives, but those who speak rashly will come to ruin. The proud and arrogant man, mocker is his name, he behaves with overweening pride. The sluggard's craving will be the death of him, because his hands refuse to work. All day long he craves for more, but the righteous give without sparing. The sacrifice of the wicked is detestable, how much more so when brought with evil intent. A false witness will perish, and whoever listens to him will be destroyed forever. A wicked man puts on a bold face, but the upright man considers his ways. No wisdom, no understanding, and no counsel can prevail against the Lord. The horse is made ready for the day of battle, but victory rests with the Lord.